Jamo, how are we doing, mate? Please excuse the mess behind me. I'm just trying to get this done before I get off to bed. I've got an early shift. So, mate, let's just have a quick little overview of what I think is going to work best for the initial sort of stages of this. Okay, so the first kind of 4 weeks, kind of 3 to 4 weeks of anyone's training block is very much just kind of seeing what works and sort of like a gradual introduction to sort of like my style and what I like to do with people. So let's go through. Okay, keep it nice and basic for now. Okay, so big fan, me personally, I'm a big fan of regular heavy singles. Just as it's one of the big trackers that I like to use, basically like bi-weekly or weekly singles at 7s and 8s in terms of RPE. So my effort level on this one will be RPE. If we get some more sort of like rounded numbers up, so over the course of these few weeks, I'll get a better idea of kind of where you're at, and I can either, if we stick with RPE, which is what I like to do, I can get it to auto-populate to kind of estimated 1 RMs, or if you prefer percentages and it's something that we feel like having those set kind of boundaries would work better, then we can do that, mate. Okay, so this first week, week 1, day 1, okay, he's going to be down here on your left hand side, is very much kind of get the ball rolling very gently. Okay, this first week might feel a little too easy, to be honest. That's the point. So that's quite a sharp increase between 1s, 2 and 3. So in terms of how things are laid out and kind of what it would look like, number of sets, number of reps, and effort level. Okay, again, your effort level for now is going to be in RPE, and you record the weight that was completed. Set of 6, a set out of 5, and a set out of 8. Awesome. Beltless back squat. Okay. There shouldn't be any movements in here that you've never heard of. Particularly for week 1, it should all be pretty straightforward stuff. And then basically, like I said, week 1 is very much used for me for information gathering. So what I would need you to do, mate, is any of the main movements, back squat, press variations, pull deadlift or heavy pull variations, I would need you to, I'll give you my WhatsApp. Hopefully WhatsApp works out in Canada. We'll see. And you would send footage to me via that, and then I would comment, basically make comments kind of as and when they arrive, usually within sort of like a 24-hour period, and then initially for the first few weeks I would do a video like I'm doing now, bring up your training footage and really kind of explain what we need to work on, and then it's kind of once those major kind of cues are nailed down, these videos get slightly less frequent, but again the WhatsApp feedback and the voice messages and stuff, and again, usually within a 24-hour period, you've got some review on kind of what we're doing. I want to get some beltless work in there initially, just for this first week, just to kind of spot any errors. And all this is very much kind of subject to change. This is all, a skeleton that, as your feedback comes in, will be changed accordingly, mate. Okay. There's a couple of sort of like hit style conditioners in there, nothing all too long. Stuff that requires not a huge amount of technical work. It's just a case of let's just get in there, get nasty and bounce, 15-20 minutes tops. Here, for example, 150 press ups every time you break, 8 pull-ups. Okay, doesn't sound that bad, but it's a fucker. All right, and I've only written conditioners up for a couple of weeks at a time and just kind of see how you deal with those, because they're going to be less structured. They're there mainly just to again get hot and sweaty at the end of the session, make you feel like you've done something and move on. As the strength training work gets heavier and heavier, we can look at reducing those, or however you want to balance it with the whole, with moving and changing work life and all that kind of stuff. I've done 5 days for now. And with the 5th day, it is very much just kind of up to you. So again, kind of this one, machine of choice, row, run, cycle, whatever. Intensity of choice, and it's basically going until it's mentally difficult, and you have a time cap of 30 minutes, all right? This is a way of just getting in that little bit of extra recovery work, but it is very much auto-regulated to how you're feeling. Personally, when I've done this kind of stuff for myself, it's been a chance for me to get on the bike, pop an episode on Netflix. I've got 30 minutes and just go until either I'm not concentrating on the show or, again, it's basically that for me until it gets mentally difficult. Like I'm having to very much kind of detract and concentrate on where I'm at. So again, that can be 5 minutes. If you want to ramp the intensity right up and then after 5 minutes it's starting to become very difficult, awesome. You know what I mean? Rank up. And so it's that balance between sort of time and duration to intensity, which you will naturally manage, okay? Whichever side of the coin you're on, you've either done such a short amount of work that it's not going to interfere, or you've done such a low intensity amount of work, again, it's not going to matter. I've put 5 up there for you for now. Again, we can alter that and change depending on sort of like how, you know, how your diary schedule lines up. So have a look. What I'm going to do, mate, is let me know when you've seen this video. I will send you over a link on Dropbox to be able to sort of like have a mooch yourself, just in case anything isn't too clear on here. And then if you're okay with that, we'll get that sent over, mate. And then in terms of payment and all that kind of crap, let's just sort that whenever. I would rather get the ball rolling with you with this and get you settled than be hounding for that kind of shit early doors. Okay? Any issues, mate? Anything that you're not sure of? Anything I haven't explained? Let me know. Anything you want more explanation on? Let me know. And we'll get the ball rolling for you, mate. All the best.